Hello everybody, this is Stacie from The Key to Soul Awakening. This video is a bit different than my usual videos, but there is a reason why. Coming from my steadfast position of love for all things, that we must come from love in all of our actions, and that we are all one. You and I are deeply connected to Shanann and all of her family members. I need to make the following statement, and I checked with my guides, and they gave me the green light that I should be making this statement. Of course, condolences go out to the Rusak family. After seeing the YouTube frenzy that has taken over this tragedy, I cannot imagine the pain you are still in. I pray for your entire family every day. However, I'm seeing a concerning trend sweeping YouTube, and in my capacity of having this specific platform, I need to say something. Along with the body cam footage of the police officers that were investigating this disappearance and then tragedy, recently a YouTuber that I do highly respect and follow his channel as well, have indeed picked up that Shanann and her girls may not have crossed over, or there is some residual trauma imprinted on that house. Residual trauma is when something so dramatic and emotional happens on a space of land or in a physical place like a house, that the energies from that trauma are soaked into the land or the house, and they repeat on cycle. And sometimes we can see these. For example, in places like Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, there's many spirits there who do not know they're dead, but there's a lot more residual activity going there. So when people think they're seeing spirits, what they're seeing is the emotional trauma in a loop that's been going on for over 100 years. Now, as with Gettysburg, when people keep going back to a place because they like the history of it, or what's happening now is they want to have that paranormal experience, it locks the spirit into where they are. Those confused spirits who don't even know they're dead are seeing people wandering around, looking for them, talking to them. It essentially holds them in place rather than letting them cross over. When a spirit dies in a quick and traumatic way, as I suspect Shanann was, not even awake when she passed over, the spirit can be confused, especially given her two girls are still there if they are with her. She may think that she's still alive. And the reason I say this was that very first EVP that happened when the canine squad went in. As the woman pushed the door open, you very clearly heard another lady yell, "No!" And then later on you hear a whisper EVP that says, "This is our home." And to me, as many of you know that I have spiritual gifts, it said to me directly that she was trying to get them out of her house because she had no idea why they were there. She was confused. For anybody listening to this, I want you to take the position that how would you feel if somebody just walked in your house and you wanted them out and they're just going through everything, ignoring you? It also could be that Shanann knows that she has passed over, but one of her girls does not, and she's staying there until the little girl understands what happened, or at the very least, how to find the light. So this wouldn't be the first time this has happened in all of history, where a spirit passes but does not know they are passed over. What happens is the universe brings down angels and guides and tries to convince that spirit that yes, they have passed on from their body. And this is why ghost shows that go looking for spirits that are haunting abandoned buildings or areas where they were killed without the intention of helping that spirit cross over bother me to a great level. We all need to pray to help this family move on and find the light. Pray that the angels will guide them to the light, and do not attempt to interact with them either at the house or via spirit box or Ouija board elsewhere, because that also locks them in place. I implore all of the people who are following the Watts case to just leave Shanann and the spirits that may be in that house alone. Just leave them be. Wouldn't you want the same thing if it were you? Now, knowing how people are with paranormal things and wanting that experience to understand that there's something past our lives, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to ignore this message and not avoid going to that house and trying to interact with them. And if that's the case, the only other option is to raze the house, to bulldoze it over, and to release those spirits from that physical property. The home is still owned by Chris Watts and is now going into foreclosure. This is a tough situation, being that the bank is not going to raise their own property. We're left in a predicament. If you love and care for this family as much as the world has said they do, and I'm sure from the bottom of my heart you all do, please just leave this home alone. Do not go ghost hunting. Do not go take out your spirit box or your Ouija board or your tarot cards and try to connect with these spirits, because they need to cross over. They need to cross over and be in peace. One other option that the family has is to go into the home and clear it with a sage clearing. Take with someone who knows how to do that and clear every single room, starting from the basement on up. Open all the windows, burn your sage, say your prayers, and tell Shanann and the girls that they have crossed over. You love them, and so does God, and it's time for them to find the light.